Ladies and gentlemen, referee Tom Cooper steps in, stops this fight. 3 minutes, 57 seconds in the first round for your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Saeid Mirzaei.
Saeid Mirzaei picks up the big victory tonight at Rise FC 3. Now, before we get to the fight itself, there was like a lot of bad blood coming into this fight, to the point of, I believe, you calling his father. How did that lead up emotionally in your head? Like the fight
I didn't call calling his dad. I didn't.
Oh no?
No, is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
No, he came up to me in the weigh-ins, and you know what? I also got out of hand, and I want to apologize to my mentors. That's not how I want to represent you guys or martial arts. You know, it's all about respect. He came up into my eyes and said something like my ass is his or something. He called me a bitch. And then I kind of got out of hand and started talking back. Next time, I promise you guys, it won't happen again. We come in respect and come for the victory, represent martial arts.
Now, coming into the fight emotional though, how did that feel?
No, I realized that's exactly what he tried to do, is get into my head. So I just meditated, I did yoga, I got in the zone, and I let it go. I didn't let it bother me or affect me whatsoever. But you know what? I've just been dealing with a lot of family stuff, same as him. Yeah, I heard he hasn't been training much. I trained my ass off for this, but I still could be training a lot more organizedly, consistently, and more times throughout the day. I'm gonna train a lot harder from the next times. You know, I just want to say, Jeremy, like most of my young life, I've messed up. You know, I won the amateur world championships, became the #1 amateur in the world. Then I fucked it up. I fucked up my career for a bit. I got the most beautiful girl I ever met in my life, Mira. And I fucked that up, you know. I've fucked up so many things in my life. I just want to make this tonight a positive step in the right direction, and I want to add on to it and do the best that I can and move forward in a positive direction. You know, I shut down my Instagram for a couple of days before this fight. I don't want to be thinking about Instagram, so nothing else. Just put my mind on the task at hand and shut my mind out, and I did it. You know, I want to thank George Bastarjan. I want to thank Nicholas Yogala, my mentors, Nabil, Ken, Dalton, and Micah, James Rutan, Titan MMA. These guys, you know, for being by my side, I want to thank them, and without you guys, I wouldn't be here.
Now you said, you know, coming into this fight, you didn't train as hard as you could. It's a measly comparison to coming into your first professional fight where you almost died. So coming in here like this obviously felt pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you always feel like you could be doing more. I he didn't train at all. I trained, in one perspective, I trained my ass off. I trained harder than I ever have. I pushed myself in strength and conditioning. I did pad work every day, one-on-one. I did training privates, wrestling privates with Nicholas Uguala, best wrestling coach I ever had, one of the best in the world. You know, so like I did train really hard, but I could have done more. I could have made more jiu-jitsu classes, more wrestling classes, more sparrings, more runs, more dedication, I want to just dedicate myself because I have talent, I have skill, and I have great mentors and a great team and good genetics. So I know if I put my mind into this and just stay humble and stay focused, I can take this to the top. I really believe that. I've trained with the best. I trained with Rory McDonald, you know. James, Hutan, come here. These are my guys right
for
there.
sure. Let's talk the fight itself then.
Yeah.
You got in the cage, you did what you do. You ground him down to the ground, you got your hooks in, you finished him on the ground. How good did it feel to get that fight done in the first round?
It felt freaking amazing. It felt like such a relief. I just felt like it's too good to be true in a sense, you know, like I felt like I had so many bad things happen to me in my life that no way there's something good that can happen that I'm actually gonna get this win. Like somehow it's gonna get stolen from me. But it came to fruition, it felt so good. I don't know what you were talking about calling his dad. His dad's a nice guy, he's a nice kid, he's got talent, and if he wants a rematch, he can get a rematch anytime.
Let's talk about that. That's what he called for after the fight. Now, you handled him in the cage.
Yeah.
You made it look easy. So him calling you out in your your third pro fight, does that make sense for you?
I'm not calling him out. He
called you out. So does a
yeah.
fight with him in your third pro fight make sense for you when you just beat him?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't define him. Everyone can have a bad performance and it does not define them. You know what I mean? Everybody can have a bad night and it could just be a bad night. You know what I mean? I believe that I am the better fighter, but he believes that he has a lot more in him, right? So if he believes that he didn't train at all and he has 10 more levels that he can add to his game and come at a way different level. I respect that, and you know what? I'd say go for it, come for it. You know what I mean? I'm open to all challengers. I need to build my 6-0 record, 7-0 record, whatever, 10-0. Then I get a call to ONE FC or Bellator UFC, you know, and that's what I'm going for. I want to make the money and succeed for my son Ayas. I love you, Ayas, and I love you, Mira.
A guy that was sitting cage side that was introduced prior to your fight is Jaden Martin. Trains with Chris Franco. He's coming in here making his pro debut soon. Is that a guy that makes sense for you to fight?
All respect out to Chris Franco and Jaden and his team. You know, these guys are really nice guys. My team Titan has roots from there, but Jaden's one of the best. He wants to be an up-and-comer. I'm one of the best. I want to be an up-and-comer. Yeah, I am open to that fight for sure. You know, I've had people tell me to make that fight happen, and there's money to be made for both of us. So, you know, I'm definitely open for that fight. Jaden, you're a good kid. We had a grappling match back in the day. I heard you won Naga black belt since that day, although I might have won against you way back then. I give you a rematch in an MMA fight if you want to do it, man.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Much respect to everyone.